Joining me now is Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar. Senator Klobuchar is ranking member of the Rules Committee and will be one of the 4 lawmakers tallying the electoral votes on Wednesday. Happy New Year. Thank you for being with us, Senator.
Thanks, Al. Happy New Year to you, and thank you for leading with hope in the middle of all this.
Now let me go to the point. Earlier this week, you called the news that Missouri GOP Senator Josh Hawley will object to the certification of Joe Biden's win in Pennsylvania, quote, a coup attempt. And now nearly a dozen of your colleagues in the GOP Senate caucus are calling for an emergency 10-day audit of electoral results in states where congressional Republicans insist the results are subject to dispute. All this less than a week before certification and 2 months after the election. As the ranking member of the Senate Rules Committee, did you and your colleagues expect this?
I'm not surprised given how Donald Trump continues to deny the clear results of this election. But I want to make one thing in light of your call for hope here. Let's make this clear. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are going to be inaugurated and sworn in as president in her historic moment as the first African-American woman vice president on January 20th. Democracy will prevail, and this is nothing but more than a publicity stunt. And because these senators, unlike some of their Republican colleagues who are standing up, like Ben Sasse, Susan Collins, and others, and are making very clear that they have acknowledged Joe Biden's victory and that they will uphold the votes of the people. The other thing about this, look at what they're calling for, Al. They are calling for this emergency audit. Give me a break. In the disputed states, there have been counts and recounts. Georgia did a hand count and 2 recounts, and the Republican Secretary of State certified those results. You look at Arizona, where 8 lawsuits were rejected. You look at Michigan, 8 lawsuits rejected. You look at Wisconsin, 7 lawsuits rejected. This has gone through the certification process. Our job is to accept it. They will, I am sure it appears, object, but democracy will prevail in the end. This is undemocratic, it's un-American, but fortunately for all of us, it will be unsuccessful.
As GOP senators lay themselves on the line to deny the will of the people, I want to move on to the Senate races in Georgia. Take a listen to Democratic candidate Reverend Raphael Warnock with my colleague Tiffany Cross earlier today.
I know a little bit about voter suppression. I have worked to register hundreds of thousands of new voters in this state. I've taken on for years the ways in which we've seen these kinds of tactics intended to diminish certain parts of the electorate. And the way to respond to this is to show up. And so I can't stress that enough. We need folks to show up on Tuesday.
Now, Madam Senator, how important is Tuesday for Democratic priorities in Congress?
This is it. This is the moment. And we've got this fantastic off, and we can win this election, but only if people vote. So I urge your viewers, if they're in Georgia, of course they must vote. But also, if people have friends there, if they can call people, if they can email them, if they can text them, that's what we need, because everything hinges on it.
All right, Senator Klobuchar, we're having some sound difficulties, but thank you for your time with us this evening.
It was just great to be on. We'll have to do it again when we don't have technical issues, but I love being on your show. Thanks, Al.
Absolutely, we definitely will do that. Joining me